Do you intend to purchase a luxury watch? Certain considerations must be made while selecting a luxury watch that reflects your character. A little bit of numerical sense will get you the appropriate watch, even though selecting the right watch may feel a bit difficult. The watch that you wear says a lot about you. The fact that you've achieved this level of success indicates that you've done some good work. The act of checking the time by looking at your phone has lost all of its significance, and as a result, you need to have a watch that is a true work of art on your wrist. Here are some considerations when purchasing high-end luxury watches.
Hello and welcome to Luxury Premier, the ultimate destination for dreamers pursuing insight. And if you're here with us, it's not a coincidence that you are watching this video. Here in Luxury Premier, we only want what is best for you. May our videos inspire you and hope that all of your dreams may come true.
Watch dial. Let's talk about the different types of watch dials available. If you're the kind of person who enjoys going to casual parties and you are in the market for elegant luxury watches that you can wear to events like these, you should avoid buying a digital watch at all costs. Even though it's an old-fashioned watch, a watch with ticking hands will give your wrist an elegant look, and it's also the most stylish option you can think of wearing on your wrist. Both digital and analog displays can be purchased, and to your good fortune, there are certain options open to you that combine the advantage of both types of displays into a single convenient package. If you match a selection of these fashionable brands with business attire, you could be able to generate the impression of sophistication for yourself. Strap material. The leather variety of watch straps is by far the most common and widely purchased option. Even if they're lovely, their allure tends to wear off after some time has passed. If you want to wear your watch during the warmer months and plan on keeping it on, you should think about switching to a nylon strap because you perspire more in the summer, which can damage a leather strap. If you want to wear your watch during the warmer months and keep it on, you should consider switching to a nylon strap. When it comes to the metal strap, on the other hand, it never fails to lend an air of supremacy and sturdiness to the professional apparel you wear. It is the ultimate multitasking accessory that, in addition to improving the overall appearance of a man's wrist in any environment, also serves the objective of bringing attention to the person who is wearing it. The material that is put to use the most frequently is rubber straps, which are also referred to as resin. They are so adaptable and they may be worn with almost any ensemble, and they even look fantastic when coupled with a sleek business suit. Rubber straps are not an indication of poor quality, rather they are designed to continue performing properly in spite of being subjected to harsh treatment. Mechanical or automatic. A mechanical watch, which is defined by the presence of springs and cogs that work together to power the watch movement, is the alternative that is the most conventional and vintage-sounding option. The string needs to be twisted around the hands every single day. Some men find this traditional stance to be unpleasant, while others enjoy the fact that they are in the minority about the ceremony. In the same way, automatic luxury wristwatches are a great option to consider. After you have secured them to your wrist, you are relieved of the responsibility of manually winding them on your own. Instead, they wrap themselves up in a motion detector to keep themselves hidden. Quartz is an alternative to using batteries to power watches, and it can be acquired alongside batteries at stores. It's impossible to say how long the battery will last, but it may be anywhere between 12 and 36 months. They have a high degree of accuracy and are less expensive than other solutions with comparable features. Watch features. What kinds of watch functionalities do you look for most in a wristwatch? Purchasing reliable alarm system is undoubtedly something you should consider doing if you want to have a more restful night's sleep and keep your phone out of the bedroom. You might also discover that employing the use of a timer throughout your time spent at the gym is an option that is beneficial to you. The best luxury watch has stopwatches that can maintain track of the time for a full day. These stopwatches can run for as long as 24 hours. A digital watch that is also smart has the capability of being synchronized with other electronic devices, such as a computer or smartphone. In any case, the software that is installed on it needs to be brought up to date in order to prevent the possibility of its being outdated. Water resistance. There is not a single watch anywhere in the world that can truthfully promise the title of being waterproof. Regarding its resistance to water, it is not what you imagine it to be. Contrary to popular belief, even if a watch may be rated as water resistant to a depth of 100 meters, this does not necessarily mean that it will not continue to operate correctly at that depth. Evaluation of a material's ability to resist the effects of water often involves a series of experiments carried out in a controlled environment. These tests are analogous to having static water pressure applied to your body for an hour at a depth of 10 meters, as it would be during a check using that method. The fact that a watch will never be exposed to static water pressure is demonstrated by a number of real-life examples. In the same way that swimming or showering never leaves you completely motionless, neither will this. Signs of good quality. The Seal of Geneva is the name of the certification that verifies that the watch was made with the highest possible degree of beauty in its construction. Only 24,000 watches out of Switzerland's total annual production of 30 million clocks and watches are given the prestigious Geneva Seal of Approval. This is a small percentage, just a fraction of 1%. Only the mechanisms of the watch movements of those particular watches that comply with Swiss law to the highest possible standard are eligible to have the seal affixed to them in accordance with the regulations that have been established by Swiss law. This is because the regulations have been established in accordance with Swiss law. It is necessary for there to be a concise explanation of the origin of the watch anywhere within the procedure to constructing the dial for the watch. The weight of the watch. You have gotten a watch that is fairly hefty, which is a quality that is suggestive of the watch's sturdy construction because it indicates how well it is built. As a consequence of this, you need to make certain that the design that you choose is of exceptionally high quality. On the other hand, if the watch is too bulky for your wrist, it won't be practical for the day-to-day activities you participate in. A hefty wristwatch is an ideal choice for the role of an accessory while attending events or parties that are more professional or refined. This is because a heavy wristwatch exudes an air of sophistication. There are a few different watch manufacturers out there whose sole mission is to create watches that are classified under this rubric. On the other hand, if you don't like wearing watches that are particularly thick, there are some manufacturers that provide designs that are both perfect and slim, and you might choose one of those if you're interested in doing so. After watching about the many features of luxury watches, you should now have a better understanding of what it takes to design a luxury watch that is versatile enough to be worn to any event without making the wearer appear out of place. There are some watches that, in addition to requiring a particular personality, demand a particular amount of prestige. One must have both of these things in order to wear such a watch. As a consequence of this, you should take measures to safeguard your watches and make investments that are proportionate to the worth of such products. There is a good chance that the watch you buy will bring about a change not only in your own personality but also in the way that other people perceive you. There is a good chance that the item is worth a large amount more than you originally estimated it to be worth. It is always a satisfying experience when compliments on your watch arrive at times when you least anticipate them, or even when they're not expected at all. This can happen either when you're expecting them or when you're not. Today, we hope you learned something new that you will remember for the rest of your life. We'd like to thank everyone who has stayed with us this far, despite the fact that we have never met. Please know that we respect and admire you for choosing to be here today. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us, dreamers. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos.